Hey, how you doing? Welcome. This is the introduction to my 12 cast-ons for Christmas. 12 cast-ons of Christmas? Something like that. So welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for choosing to spend some more of your free time with me. And if you are new here, I hope you stick around, you like what you see, and you consider subscribing. So this is a crafty channel. I am usually here with my daughter-in-law, Daphne. We used to be a multi-generational household, so it was very easy for us to be in the same place at the same time to record. But last year, my son and her and their kids moved. They bought a house and they moved across town. So we have found ourselves, we still do regular knitting, crochet, cross stitch podcast episodes a couple times a month, but this December we have done things a little different. I have been doing the December craft chat by myself, and I was going to continue to do that through the beginning of January, but I was watching Carla of Carla Knits here on YouTube and CB Crafty Girl on Instagram, and she got me excited to join along for the 12 cast-ons of Christmas, and here I am going to discuss the 12 cast-ons that I plan to start. My first day will be December 25th, and then it'll go on for 12 days straight. Some people have already started. Carla has already started hers. I know that I just, looking around YouTube, I saw that there was a cross stitch channel, and the host of that channel was she already started her 12 new starts of Christmas, and I think other people are following other rules. I will link Carla's channel below so you could go check out her intro and see what she's doing. And she also mentioned where she first heard about this idea, and so if you want more information, you can go there. But if you are new here, a little background information. I am Erica. I'm married to my high school sweetheart. We have 4 children, 3 sons, 29, 22, and 17. And then our daughter is 9. And I am a homeschool mom who currently works part-time 3 days out of the house at our local yarn store, the Yarn Maven in Smyrna, Delaware. And Daphne is my daughter-in-law. She's married to my oldest son, and they have 4 children. And baby number 5 is on the way and due here very early in 2026. So I have turned in my notice at work, and I am down to my final 3 weeks of work, which is bittersweet. I love being there. I love the community that's around the Yarn Maven, and the owner Sue is great, and it's just, my coworkers are great, but family is very important, and I have found myself missing time with my grandkids, and with another grandbaby here, I need to be available to help. And that is a normal occurrence here. If you're new, we get interrupted. All right, that was my 9-year-old daughter. She had a question. Okay, so I am here in my craft room, and I am sitting on the floor. I am surrounded by project bags with yarn and patterns inside. So I want to go ahead and get this started, but I will say that you should stick around to the end, because there's going to be a little giveaway. So, all right, but let's get started. So I have a list here in my calendar planner with my 12 cast-ons. They are also listed in my queue currently on Ravelry. And so the order that they are assigned in my queue is the number that the project gets. And but not they're not in order. I'm going to randomly pick them. And I was going to randomly pick them by number generator, but that's just not as fun. Carla is pulling hers out of a bag. And so I put the name of the project in my little snowman glass jar and folded it up. And then I've also stuck the snowman in here, so I definitely can't see which one I'm picking, and I'm going to randomly pick every morning the project that I'm going to start that day. I will still be working, and obviously we have Christmas, so the first day will be Christmas. So I don't know how much time I'll have. I'll probably have a decent amount of time to start that day. But Christmas Day and the days that I work, I'll have less time to start my new project. But this is just the introduction, so I'm going to go over the projects that I am going to pull to start. All right, so I'm just going to pull the bags that are closest to me to discuss. Here is a bag by Random Fandom, and in this bag is, Vintage DK, Barocco Vintage DK, in this very pretty mocha color. And let me look at my list. So I am going to knit this into the Newport Classic Turtleneck by Marie Green. It is available on Ravelry, but it is also in her book, which is called Seamless Knit Sweaters in 2 Weeks. It's on my bookshelf. I didn't pull it. But anyway, so this is this new project. And I'm just going to put that back there. And then the next one is in this bag by White Rose Fiber Co. And I have 2 yarns in here. So I have Juniper Moon Farm Patagonia Organic Merino in the color 117, which is pearl. And then this is Shoppel Zauberball Starkest 6. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Oh, I should mention, some of these yarns are new because I work at a yarn store. And some of these yarns are from my stash. So this is from my stash, and this I just picked up last week. So these are going to be knit together into a Grid Gambit by Samantha Guerin. I think that's Guerin. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. So yeah. And the Barocco Vintage DK in the mocha colorway is a new color I bought last week. I'm not going to zipper that up. All right, next project is here in this bag by Carla, CB Crafty Girl of Carla Knits on YouTube. She no longer sells bags. I bought this one a couple years ago. And in this bag are 2 yarns that I pulled from my stash, but they've probably only been in my stash for 3 or 4 months. It is Barocco Ultra Wool DK in the black pepper color, and Fiber Spates Vivacious Botanicals DK in the in the color Elephant 876. And this is a new line we started carrying at the Yarn Maven this fall. And I am going to knit these 2 into the Slice of Mosaic Scarf by Sweater Freak. So that's one of the projects there. And then in this bag by Red's Lady Creates, these are my Valentine's gnomes, not to be confused with my Merry Christmas gnomes on my shirt. I have the Fiberco Cumbria fingering Unto the Hills. So I bought this, or maybe Daphne bought it. I don't know. We got it in a going out of business sale at one of our former localish yarn stores, called Vulcan's Rest. I have 3 of these, and I'm going to knit this yarn into the Spring Line Tee by Samantha Guerin. I'm not sure how you say that, but yeah. So I'm excited for that one. This is definitely from my stash. It's been in there a while. Oh, I zippered that up. And then the next project I have here, and this is a project bag by, oh, I forget, Stitching Plaza. It's very old. I have a ball of Lang Snowflake multicolor. It's like a bulky weight. It's a 50-gram ball, and the color is 113001. It's a fun color name. I'm going to knit these into the Cozy Hearth Mitts by Dana Ray Makes. I've knit that pattern before, and I probably won't do the slip stitch pattern. We'll probably just knit the body stockinette, but I'll use the numbers and everything to knit those, and those will be for my daughter. And then in this bag by Molly Klein Designs, this is another old bag. Oh, that yarn, it's been in my stash for a few months. I rescued it. It was the last ball on the shelf, so I got it in that color. And then I bought another one that was the last ball of another color. But anyway, I just picked up this yarn last week, and this is Barocco Dolce. I don't know how you say that, but I have 5 balls of these. This is the color Opal 2009, and I am going to knit these into a Stockholm Slipover by Petite Knit. I'm really excited about that one. I'm excited about all of them, but I'm really excited about that one. And then next up in another White Rose Fiber Co. bag is some more Juniper Moon Farm Patagonia Organic Merino. This is, I think, yes, the colorway Mustard, and this was picked up a while ago from a semi-annual sale at the Yarn Maven. And I have 4 hanks of these, and I am going to knit these into the Garden Cardigan by Anka Strict. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I probably am not, but I'm excited about that. I've been wanting to cast this on for a while, but then I didn't let myself, and now with the 12 cast-ons, I'm like gonna cast on all the things. And I'm really excited about it. All right, I'm gonna pull over the 2 Christmas bags I have here and see what I put in them. I'm thinking, since they're Christmas bags, I put projects in them that I plan to finish quickly. So in this bag by Susan of Delightful Works, I have some more Barocco Vintage Decay. I just picked this up last week as well. This is the color Ruby, and I have a sweater's quantity of this, and I am going to knit this up into a Pebble Bay Simple Pullover by Marie Green. It is in that same book I mentioned, the Seamless Knit Sweaters in 2 weeks. Apparently, if you focus on a sweater, you can knit it in 2 weeks. I don't focus on one project hardly ever, as you can see. And then in this Christmas bag by Oli, Cherish Stitch by Oli. I don't think she sells bags anymore. She does have a YouTube channel though. And she is listed in the show notes, as is Susan of Delightful Works. I have 2 yarns in here, and they're for 2 different projects, but they're the same project, and I have to knit them back to back. So technically I have 13 projects here, but it's 12 cast-ons because I'm only casting on one, and I'm going to finish it. And then as soon as I finish it, I'm going to cast on the next one. So they are in this bag. So I have a skein of Barocco Vintage. This is the worsted weight in this blue color, which is Sapphire. And this is for an almost basic cowl for my son Thomas. And then I have this ball of Laine du Nord Poema Cashmere Luxury line in the color taupe silver. I just picked this up from the Yarn Maven last week. And so this was put into my stash earlier this year. This is brand new, just from a few days ago. And this is for an almost basic cowl for my father. And I will have leftovers because this is more than enough to knit several of the almost basic cowls, I think. So, but that pattern is one that I wrote up myself, and I've knit it several times, and it's free on the roseopalknits website in the blog section. All right, I have 3 more left. Whew. But I feel like I'm going through them pretty quickly. So that's good, because I didn't want this to be too long. Okay, and this bag by The Last Lily Pad. I think she has an Etsy shop, but this bag was picked up in Lidditz, PA at a little gift shop. I have Noro Kashirakuru. I'm sure I am butchering that. But I have, I don't know, 5 or 6 of these. 6, I think. 6 of these in this beautiful color caramel. And these are going to get knit up into I think it's a Manhattan Vest by Tori Yu. Yep, Manhattan Vest by Tori Yu. I've been wanting to knit that pattern for a while. And I had different yarn in my stash slated for this pattern, but the yardage, I would have been playing Yarn Chicken, and I won't have to play Yarn Chicken with this yarn, so we're going to use this yarn. And then in this bag, which is a bag that was sewed by my friend Julie's mother-in-law, I believe, I have a bunch of different yarns, and they are all going to be knit together kind of in a marled stripe way into the Hazy Stripe Sweater by Camry Cutler. And I have 3 skeins of this. I never know how to say that. 3 skeins of this colorway. And then I have 4 50-gram hanks of this 2-ply yarn that I use sometimes for dyeing. So I'm going to hold a skein of this with some of this, and this will be the main color of the body, these 2 together. And then I have contrast colors for some stripes. I have several 50-gram balls of this gray stroll fingering. It is the colorway Ash that I will hold probably marled with this one, just to as a continuation because I have more yardage of this than I do of this. And then I also have about 30 grams of this. I know I don't have the tag anymore, but I know that this is a Fiber Spates Vivacious 4-ply, 100% superwash merino in a bright pink color that I will hold together with another one of the other colors, depending, because I am kind of, my yardage is a little off, but it'll all work out. I have enough yarn. I just, the striping sequences and the marling might be different than the pattern, but I'll make it work. So those are all in this bag. And the last bag is a tote bag that my sister-in-law gave me one year for my birthday. It has a quote from my favorite Jane Austen book, novel, which is Persuasion. And I have, okay, so if you've been here for a while, you know that I was supposed to knit my sister-in-law the vodka straight up cardigan in a pinky peach, a light pinky peach color, Barocco Ultra Wool. The vodka straight up is a pattern by Tia Coleman. But then my sister-in-law tried on my Douglas Cardi by Andrea Mowry, and she wanted to take it. She said, just don't knit me the other one, I'll just take this one. And I was like, you can't take that cardigan, like that's my cardigan. And I want that cardigan, it's special to me. I dyed some of the yarn that's in the cardigan, and then I was sent some yarn by one of the roseopalknits community members, and yeah, like, no, she can't have that one. But I said, but I don't have to knit you the other one. If you would like a Douglas Cardi similar to this one, then I will knit you that. And she said, yeah, that's what I want. So I picked out some Barocco Lannis from the Yarn Maven. And these are going to be the accent colors, like the button band, the arm cuffs, the bottom cuff. And this is the color, I think it's Evergreen. Yep, 95134 Evergreen. And then I also, for the stripes, I bought Barocco Lannis in the color 95127 Leaf. Color 95108 Spring Green. Color 95116 Sandalwood. And color 9552 Mistletoe. So it's mainly greens with a brown. Because she kept calling it the St. Patrick's Day sweater. That is such a St. Patrick's Day sweater. I need that cardigan. So these are the colors I picked out for her. And so that's a Douglas Cardi. I've knit one before and I'll knit one again. It's a nice pattern. All right. That's my list. And every day I'll just randomly pick out of my snowman jar and start it. And as they get picked, I'm going to put them in this notebook that my friend Julie gave me. So this is, I'm going to start this notebook in well, I'm going to start it for this, but this is, I've been using a binder, like a 3-ring binder the last couple years, and it's just too big. So this is a great size. So I'm going to switch to this to keep all my notes in and all my plans and everything for the upcoming year. I probably won't fill it up. It'll probably like continue on into 2027 too. But anyway, I just love it with those cute little sheep. And okay, so now for the giveaway. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Let me know in the comments, like, are you doing 12 cast-ons for Christmas? Do you think that people who are doing that are crazy? Um, I've asked around and I have 11 whips. One of those whips is going to be finished in the next couple of days. What was that? That was a weird noise. In the next couple of days. So then I'll be down to 10 whips just in time to start casting on these 12 whips. And I'm not at all concerned about it. I am excited, actually. And like I said, I've asked around, and the people I asked all had over 20, over 30 whips. So I'm good. And I have plans to finish all the whips that I already have on the needles and these by the end of the year. That's my goal. So that's my goal. Okay, for the giveaway. I had said earlier in the month in one of the craft chat videos that I wanted to give away a 50-gram skein of this color that I dyed. I'm calling it Chocolate Covered Cherry. It is a 2-ply fingering, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and there are 231 yards in this 50 grams. So I'm going to give away 50 grams skein of that, and oh, of course they messed up. And then these Christmas Progress Keepers that I put together earlier in the month as well. So just leave a comment below. Don't use the word giveaway or prize or gift even, just so we can, you know, make it fair, because word on the street is that if you use words like that in your comment, then like bots pick it up and people just enter, you know, just to win something, but they might not really, you know, need yarn or Progress Keepers. But yeah, just, you know, tell me, are you doing 12 cast-ons for Christmas? Are you casting on one project for Christmas Eve, or casting on a new project for Christmas Day, or casting on a new project for the, you know, the new year? Like, what are your plans for casting on coming up? Are you a one project type knitter? I know plenty of those. And I know I wouldn't. I just know that life is not for me. One project at a time. But anyway, yeah. And, or you could tell me, you know, what you would do with 50 grams of this chocolate covered cherry color. And, okay. That's all I've got for right now. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you. So today, oh, I didn't say it in the beginning. Today is Monday. It's now 3:30 in the afternoon on December 22nd. And this probably won't go up until Wednesday, December 24th. Maybe it'll go up tomorrow evening. But anyway, and then the next video showing my first project will probably post on December 26th. So they'll probably be a day behind. But yeah, I'm excited. And then of course, Daphne and I will do we're scheduled to do a video together next Monday. So yeah. All right. Take care. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Bye.